Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater and this one shot of Kids on Brooms. I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Argon Marks.
My name is Aaron, and I'm playing Aderick Lendra.
My name is Jeremy, and I'm playing Raphael Tanner.
This is Johnny, and I'm playing Quin Bishop.
And I'm Jordan, and I am the Game Master. It is October 29th.
Ooh, what year?
Good question.
It is a very important
10 years in
question.
the past.
You all are members of the All Hallows Eve Ball Planning Committee.
I hope there's more than just us guys.
Yes, there's a lot more. It's about 10 students altogether. There's also, a faculty advisor who helps out.
So are we a specific part of the committee?
You mostly have been designated as the gophers. If there's a job that needs to be taken care of, you all are the ones who are assigned to do it. So what does the Bronx Magical Academy typically have as some of its decorations at the All Hallows Eve Ball?
Scream masks.
See the Bronx?
Let's go ahead and move past the Bronx. What does this school typically have as decorations for the ball?
Well, the obvious things: pumpkins,
Bats.
spiders,
Scarecrows.
spider webs.
All natural spider webs or
Yes.
As natural as they can be.
organic spider webs? Locally sourced?
Yeah.
It's actually all the spider familiars on campus.
So your normal things like pumpkins, candles, promises you don't intend to keep.
Yeah, I have a lot of those. I mean, who said that?
I would imagine that Aderick has been put in charge of spider wrangling to decorate the... Where is it held? Is it held in the cafeteria?
Spangling.
Yes.
Is it held in the gymnasium, the cafeteria?
Gymnasium. The bar, the parkour course.
Because it can magically reassemble and
I was always figuring, since it's a magical realm inside of the subway system, it just sounds.
You just said that.
I'm sorry, it's hard not to laugh putting those two together. That it could be it doesn't have to be in a building. It could be outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it's climate controlled because it's inside, outside.
So could it be different tiers of the party are on the hill and the Monument of Pure Knowing is at the top?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And there's a portion that's maybe inside the gymnasium, and they got all the doors open.
And that's where the food
That's
is.
the haunted house,
Haunted house, food, all that.
but it's actually haunted.
It's actually haunted.
Because the gymnasium is actually haunted.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we all know the ghosts already, so it's not that big a deal, but, they work extra hard to give that boo factor.
The school is actually haunted by one of the first known numerologists in the early American government, Alexander Hamilton.
And we do have some violent ghosts that come around this time of year.
So anyway, you all are helping put the party together. The main planning committee, because you guys are on the outer edges of the organization, I would imagine that you're not the inner clique of the committee.
I'm mid-tier of this committee.
Everybody likes you, but they don't give you any responsibilities.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't want any responsibility.
You're actually at the core of the committee. But
I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. We should do that.
Uh-huh.
Or, no, I don't like that because I don't like that.
So they're going through the checklist of the different things. So we've got the food ordered, we've got the table set up, we've got Quin has been doing some of the potions, like the smoke illusions and everything like that. So that's going great. Such a whiz. I don't know why we couldn't have had him come in when he was 7. You know, Argon, have you picked the centerpiece pumpkin yet?
Oh, I give that job to Raphael.
Did he actually give it to Raphael? Is this the first you're hearing about this?
Yeah, this is the first that Rappy's hearing about it.
Yeah. Raphael found that one. It's a really big one down there at the bottom of that hill.
It's been growing in the herbology garden all year.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, right?
Behind
Raphael?
behind the dorm?
I don't know anything about getting pumpkins.
Of course you know about getting pumpkins.
is it one of those 700 pounders?
I don't know. Raphael, tell them about it.
It sounds like you're trying to make Rafi do some stuff. Why don't
Yes, I'm trying to
Why don't you charm him?
charm him into having responsibilities.
And it sounds like it's a bit off the cuff here. It doesn't sound like you planned this through at all.
I didn't. And I got a 6 for my efforts.
Let me take a look at something.
Any pluses?
Yeah, what's your plus in?
No, well,
The charm?
if I've done a trick on my broomstick, yeah. But I haven't done a trick on my broomstick yet.
What's your brains at?
My brains are a D6.
Okay.
So am I rolling that?
Yeah, go ahead and...
5.
Okay. So you just barely eke it out. You're starting to, like, rack your brain, like, what am I saying? What, pumpkin? What?
Pumpkin? You did say something about a pumpkin.
Of course I said something about a pumpkin.
But I don't... Pumpkin? When was this pumpkin?
I said it last week. Last time we had this meeting. I came to you afterwards and said, hey, are you going to fight a pumpkin?
Okay. Where's the pumpkin name?
It's the centerpiece pumpkin. Didn't you just hear him? It's in the herbology lab.
Oh, and Raphael looks very confused. He's like, okay. I was tasked with something else, but I guess I forgot about the pumpkin. So, off to get the pumpkin.
Pretty big. You might need more than one person to get it. Why don't we send the rest of the gophers with you to get the pumpkin? And Argon, can you make sure that they do it right?
Sure, I'll go and supervise.
Raphael comes sort of like right next to Aderick. He's like, all right, let's go get this pumpkin.
Let's go get the pumpkin.
As we're walking away, I'm like, I totally forgot to tell you about the pumpkin.
What? You didn't? So you didn't tell me about the pumpkin? I hate when you do that.
Isn't it every day, though, that he comes up with something new that he forgot to tell you?
Usually.
So we're off to get this pumpkin.
You're off to get the pumpkin. So the herbology garden is actually...
A dangerous place.
It could be. I mean, there are some plants that come to life. Someone had the great idea of trying to combine their knowledge of mundane world video games with plant growth. And so now there are like these giant green pots.
A pot?
Well, there are these weird looking plants that like pop up and they have teeth. And they try to eat you when you go by.
Da-da-da-da-da. Like Morticia's plant.
So it can be a dangerous place.
Is there like a machete or something by the door?
You want to go ahead and look for one?
Sure.
All right, Quin. Your job is to look out for these plants.
Right, which would that be?
I would imagine that would be Brains looking for a...
Eat.
All right. You do find one. I mean, you could have also used potions on them, like fireballs.
I could have, but I don't want to burn everything. Just the ones that are attacking us.
Yeah. You get to the pumpkin patch.
Which pumpkin?
I don't know, Raffy?
Well,
Well, there's a hole where the giant one
Oh,
would
that
be.
that
There's
thing,
a hole where it would be.
Yes.
Oh.
It's missing.
I go up and I
That's your
touch
phrase, yes.
to make sure it's actually missing and not just invisible.
You say touch?
Yeah.
It is missing.
Put your hand into the space where it would have been.
Yes.
Are there any footsteps?
Footprints?
Yes.
Impressions.
Yeah, footprints in the dirt.
Go ahead and take a look. That sounds like
Brains?
it would be brains because you're looking around. But also, I was going to say that it's not a spontaneous action.
Planned.
It's a planned action because you're being deliberate about looking around.
Sistine. Yep.
It's not here. It's only wrapped.
I got 3 out of 4.
He succeeds. You don't. But I didn't know you were rolling. So,
I see footprints?
yes. So what do you see?
Yes, what do I see?
What do you see?
I see a pumpkin!
You see lots of little
But
pumpkins.
what do you see?
Oh man. Oh, good call. Oh man.
Oracle.
Reluctancy.
Okay, so this is...
You weren't looking magically before.
Yes.
I was not.
Correct.
Now I am.
If you want to, you could roll again magically.
So do I see anything normally?
Yeah, you see like some old scuff marks. It rained last night, so a lot of marks were.
So no dragging or no like really deep footprints where someone carrying a 700-pound pumpkin would be
That would be impressive, wouldn't it?
would be impressive, right? Isn't that how big we said it was?
Yes, but the fact that somebody could carry it would be impressive.
So the second thing, I will look magically,
I was
and
looking for like cart tracks or whatever too.
I mean we're inside of a building, right? Like
no,
it's
no, this
it's
is
outside.
This is outside.
Okay, so then I'm going to look magically. I'm actually going to pull a magnifying glass out of my knapsack,
Okay.
and what the magnifying glass does is it amplifies energy.
Okay.
So any energy left behind, I can kind of see.
Go ahead and roll me a d4 with your magic, because this adds together. This sounds like you're still using your brains.
Yes, it is definitely a brains.
Sounds like it bends the rules of reality a little bit, right?
No, it seemed
No.
like residual,
Oh.
like residual energy.
So it seemed.
So it could happen, but not natural.
Yeah. I got a 13, if I'm doing my math right. 12 plus 1 because of my wand, or if I'm not, like, tapping it with my wand, do I not?
So like you hold the wand up underneath the magnifying glass, like it's kind of a cool concept.
It's actually, rather than a regular magnifying glass,
Uh-huh.
it's just the lens, and I stick my wand.
Has a hole for you.
Yeah.
to go on.
And you've done this kind of thing a few times before, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It's actually how I found out about the forgetfulness curse.
What?
I saw the leftover energy on somebody else.
Okay, so you are able to do it, but it's something that's a little bit more difficult than you originally thought. So it's like something that you've done before, but you haven't completely mastered it.
Okay.
So he kind of looks a little funny, like he goes to screw the magnifier onto the end of his wand, and it slips off at one point. He picks it up, polishes it off on his robe, screws it back on. Okay, this time I got it, guys. It holds it out and focuses, and you are able to see gravity distortions.
Okay. Just like one big thing of it, or is it
Yeah,
like
like-
in a trail? Is it?
So it lifts up, and then it seems to move towards the exit.
Okay.
And there's also like the trail of footprints becomes clearer because the magic actually takes the gravity and funnels it through the person and pushes the gravity needed down into the dirt.
Somebody stole the pumpkin.
See, if we perfected that time travel potion, we could go back and get it before they did.
This time travel thing again.
It's not a thing.
It is. I'm telling you, we did it.
You know time travel is impossible.
We did it.
Whatever. Alright guys. It's up to you.
It's up to all of us.
It's up to you to find this pumpkin. I'm here to make sure that this gets done. Now, where did those footprints go?
Out the gate. Does it fade away as I'm using the magnifying glass, or is it pretty clear? How long does it take for it to fade away?
You're only getting a few moments of impressions.
Okay.
So you can see it going out the door, and it looks like it's going across the quad.
Okay.
You would think somebody would see somebody with a 700-pound pumpkin. Unless they got some visibility on it.
It's possible.
That's what I would do.
Do you have a good invisibility spell?
Not a spell, but I have a good potion.
Do you have a visibility potion?
It wears off.
Okay.
Just because I'm excellent at visibility and invisibility potions doesn't mean I'm going to tell you my secrets. Now let's follow that pumpkin.
Headed off that direction, directly across the quad.
Alright, let's go.
I accept the mission.
Doesn't seem to follow the normal paths that go around the outside of the quad, and there's a couple of paths that go through it, mostly at right angles, because right angles are very important in magic. It just cuts straight across. And
Are there hedges?
some? I mean, you can easily go around the hedges.
Okay.
Alright, I pull my broom out of my bag.
I don't.
You should always keep your broom with you. That's the first rules.
It's underclassmen.
If you want to get anywhere, you gotta have your broom with you.
Not if I can just fly myself.
Can you?
Yeah.
Not yet.
So, broom.
Broom.
Boom! Broom!
Alright, I'm gonna do a stunt. Just because I can.
Okay.
Because you're bragging about your broom and I don't have one.
So go ahead and do, what stunt is this?
I'm gonna do a flip in the air. A loop.
Oh. It doesn't really have much consequence to the story, so...
He just wants to get that plus.
Yeah, I want to get that +3 to charm.
That's only when you're actually charming somebody and you're doing a trick what?
No. It says for people who have witnessed a stunt, I get +3 against them in
But-
charm.
In the rule, it also says these bonuses apply when you're riding your broom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It only applies while you're on your broom.
That's lame.
But it means that,
It just means you can't break the system.
why not stay on your broom the whole time?
Sitting in class on your broom. I don't want homework. Loop-de-loop.
Sounds like you guys.
Well, come on. If we're going to fly, let's go. I try to jump onto your broomstick behind you.
Off.
I climb off.
Rafi says, well, doesn't take an order to see where this is going, hops on his broom and starts to go. Doesn't want to get left.
First person who gets up above head height, I jump and grab onto their broom, hanging onto it from the bottom.
Go ahead and make me a, I would say brawn, because you're trying to use your muscles to stay on, I would imagine.
3.
How wide is the quad?
I mean, it's not terribly wide. It's only maybe only a couple hundred yards at most.
Oh, okay. Then yes, that is worth.
Yeah, it's not like it's 50 feet or something.
I don't think any of us are sprinters.
Nope. Why sprint when I can fly on a broom?
Yes, I'm dangling with a 3. Question is, whose broomstick am I dangling from?
Good question.
And do I send them off balance?
So the words.
Well, I don't go above
That's
head
not a
height.
good question.
I just zoom across.
So you're able to hang on for a hot minute,
Whose broom is he on?
Not it.
Jeremy's.
Rafi, pull him up. I can see him falling to his death.
Oh, man, fine.
So across the quad is the library.
Does the trail go into the library?
Yes.
I pull my dog out of my bag because I'm carrying him around. Once we get to the other side of the quad.
It does say that your pet has to be, your familiar has to be small enough for you to carry.
Alright, I pull out a dog treat and give it to him and be like, hey, follow the scent of whoever took the pumpkin. Using
Okay.
my charm
On your familiar.
on my familiar.
Okay.
6.
Has anybody failed a roll yet?
No.
No,
Okay.
but he just did. The target number for that was pretty darn high. You rolled under the target number. Sounds like this is something you've done before.
Yeah.
So it was
Failed? Yes. Jeff.
So he gets.
so he would get an adversity point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adversity token.
That means he has 4 now.
Yes. This system is actually kind of built for Jeff because you get adversity tokens when you fail rolls,
And then you can use them.
and then you can stack them. However many you have, you can stack.
Oh, you can stack them?
Yes.
Or you could use them for other bonuses.
Yes. Or you can use them to.
So how do we use them?
You say, I'm going to use this, and it gives you a +1 per token.
So I can use all 4
Yes.
to try again.
You could.
Yeah, but the target number's too high.
Even if I got a 20?
Yes.
We don't know how long ago it was
Basically-
taken. And it rained last night.
We're only supposed to find a clue, not an actual person. The mental GM does.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, from a practical standpoint, it was taken during the rain,
Uh-huh.
or during or before the rain.
So the trail goes into the library?
Yes.
The school library.
Yes.
Okay.
Not the New York.
Not the New York Public Library.
So, I walk into the library.
Okay.
You say, you go to the library, so I walk into the library. Well,
How
it's a
wide are
library,
the
it has-
doors?
So it's like 4 doors wide. You've been in libraries before, right? Like them.
Wow! What an underhanded
Is there a
insult.
set of double 36 doors?
Yeah, are they... Because, again, we're talking a 700-pound pumpkin.
Yes.
I mean...
You have to have a minimum of 4 foot clearance.
Yeah.
Right, this is...
And standard doorway is only 3 foot.
So it's like, you know how a lot of schools and libraries have double
Okay.
doors?
Yes.
That's what it has.
Okay. So a 700-pound pumpkin is going to fit through these doors.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was just checking.
If you open both of them. But also, I mean, magic, so doors might not actually...
If you could shrink the pumpkin, you would have done that rather than...
That's what I was
Or
thinking.
teleport, or,
Right.
There's lots of options.
Right.
That's how I was playing on
Well,
Good News to
shrinking
the
it
Party.
doesn't necessarily make it lighter.
It's true.
That is true. So for all we know, it's in somebody's back pocket.
just dragging their pants down to the ground.
Back at the committee, who was it that asked Argon if he had gotten the pumpkin?
Robin.
Okay.
All right, you guys keep going. I'm going to go back to the committee and tell them that it's disappeared.
I'm going to just search the library for a giant pumpkin.
We should find it and not have to tell them it's disappeared.
Well, if we tell them it's disappeared, being the responsible party that I am, we should tell them that it has disappeared. Someone stole it. That way we can have more help looking for it.
I mean, you got us into this mess. You're not leaving us.
I just leave them behind and start
You
walking.
start walking. Well, since you don't know where you're going,
I'm looking through the library.
everybody seems to be acting normally in the library. Books are floating from one spot to another,
Yeah.
like from the shelves to be.
I'm not looking for a person.
pile
I'm looking for a
themselves.
giant pumpkin.
I understand that, but let me describe the scene. There's a whole bank of students who are sitting at the public access quills, and also the public access crystal balls, so that they can look things up as needed on the magical interwebs. You see some students sitting in a corner. It looks like they're doing some kind of mathematical homework. A couple of the private study rooms are set off to the side. You can see a cauldron in one of them. There's a spread of tarot cards over on the table as someone practices their divination. The librarians are answering questions and bringing scrolls from the back. And also the bell tower rings.
For whom does the bell toll?
Eventually, all of us.
The year on your gravestone is 1972.
It must be 1982. Because I said 10 years in the past.
Good to know. It also says beloved father.
Because I'm a priest. Or I died as a priest.
Yeah, I'm searching around the library for a giant pumpkin.
That sounds like you're investigating.
Yep.
Sounds a little more brainy.
I failed that one with the 2.
Yep. Go ahead and add another adversity token to your collection, sir.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you really can't see a giant pumpkin anywhere on the first floor.
I am going to walk up to the desk. Is there any form of like registration when we walk in that like do we have to sign in?
No.
Is there anybody at the desk? Like, is there a front desk?
There is a front desk.
Is there a librarian at the front desk?
There is circulation staff at the front desk, and the librarian's over to the side.
Argon, you want to help me out up here?
Sure. What's the plan?
I'm just going to ask them if anybody was in here last night that looked like they were walking funny.
With the giant pumpkin.
So that's what I asked. Did anybody come in here last night walking like they were hurt or like they were... Were either of you on staff last night?
No, darling, I'm sorry, we weren't.
Is there anybody here that was?
No. The night staff, they typically are nocturnal, so they're not here during the day.
Just so everybody knows, it's a Friday.
In game?
Yeah, in game.
Oh, 1982 Halloween. Or the 29th of
Yep.
October.
So it makes sense. We're set up for a party on Saturday night on Friday.
Look, we're having an issue with a pumpkin.
Well, maybe you should speak to the herbologists then.
Someone came through here with the pumpkin.
Are you sure about that?
Are we sure about that?
We're pretty sure about that.
We're pretty sure about that.
Like, how large of a pumpkin?
The pumpkin.
It's the pumpkin from the herbology lab.
Oh, you mean the one that's for the party?
Yes, the one that's for the party.
Why are you looking for it? Didn't you already pick it?
Somebody did.
Somebody already picked it. Was not us.
Well, you're a little late to the game then.
Obviously. We're trying to find out where the game is taking us. Because it is afoot.
So you're obviously in the fantastical literature class.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't got to the part about mixing metaphors yet, have you?
Look, all I know is the game is afoot and we're after the guy who stole the pumpkin.
We want to catch him red-handed.
Have you heard the white girls drain the pumpkins for the spice? They're white. It's the white girls.
It's the white girls draining the pumpkins for their spice.
Because it must flow.
Because it must flow, huh?
And these flows be sick. Said the librarian.
1982.
Time to go out your 70s slang.
I'm not hip to that vibe, but we're going to go ahead and take a break, and maybe I'll have a chance to check out the source. Catch you on the flip side.
Hey, Mets, have you ever read Dragonlance?
Dragonlance. That sounds familiar.
Well, it was a Dungeons and Dragons campaign
Yeah.
that they turned into a book.
Okay.
And here's the crazy part, though. Let me just pitch this to you, all right? The narrator of the book is actually unreliable. He's spinning us one story while trying to tell another, and you have to kind of piece together from contextual clues or missing information exactly what's going on. It's really, really deep and really, really cool.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It's about an annoying gnome.
So it's more like my life.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we have better novels than that to analyze on Alzabo's Soup, where we literally become our favorite authors by devouring portions of their brains.
Devouring brains, of course, means reading books. And over at Alzabo's Soup, we dive deep into some of our favorite novels, especially those by famed author Gene Wolfe.
If you're interested, please come check us out. We're online at alzabosoup.libsyn.com or on any of your favorite podcast hosting services.
I'm sorry if I offended any Dragonlance listeners.
No, you're not.
And here we is. Thanks for
Done
listening.
that job.
So you ask if a giant-ass pumpkin walks through the door.
Yes.
I'm going to say with some charm.
While riding your broom.
Hey,
No,
baby.
I'm not.
Okay, well, take another die. Take another adversity point.
Well, since I couldn't find out the first one, I'm going up to the second floor.
Okay?
Well, first of all, before I go to the second floor, how wide are the stairways?
About 15 feet across.
Okay. No problem then. I'll go to the second floor.
I'm looking for a back door.
Is there a back door out of this building?
Aren't you presumptuous?
Do we know if there's a back door out? Oh, yeah, I guess that's just ask the question.
Yeah. Is there another way out of this building other than the double doors in the front?
Well, yes, of course. There's we have to follow fire regulations.
Where are the other exits? Please.
Well, there's some in the employees area, and then there's the ones on each side of the building. If you've ever been in the library, you would know this.
Who all gets access to the employees area?
Employees,
Does that include like student
pages,
assistants?
student assistants, circulation assistants, librarians, occultists.
We got an 8 for exploring upstairs.
What is the highest you can? Is that a 10-sided?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hit a 10,
It explodes.
you can roll it again.
If you roll the highest on any of your dice, it explodes.
If you're doing a prepared action.
Yes.
If you're doing a off-the-cuff action, then it's straight. You go upstairs,
Upstairs,
nothing.
no pumpkins.
You're at the desk.
You go to one and I'll go do the other?
Do whatever you do. I'll check the doors.
Alright with me.
Is there any patrons up on the second floor?
Yes.
I will go up to the first one I see and ask them if they saw a giant pumpkin somewhere.
Giant pumpkin? Like what? We're talking about the one in the herbology garden?
Yeah, have you seen it outside of the garden?
Oh, you?
No, that's why I'm asking. We need it for the party.
You know, it's getting close to underclassmen curfew.
Okay.
Aren't you supposed to go back to your dorm?
A little bit. I'm looking for the pumpkin for the party.
Raffy that comes by is like, he's with me.
Yeah, no pumpkins, kid.
Okay.
I'm going to approach the first door on one end of the library.
Left end, right end.
Yes. The right end.
Okay.
The left end.
Okay. Pick one and commit.
The correct end.
Left. And I am going to, since I have seen the signature of the magic, I'm going to see if I can feel that magic signature around this door, like it passed through this door.
Okay, go ahead and include your D4 in that.
So now I'm not using my spying glass, I'm actually trying to feel around the door for it, because...
Since magic aura.
Yeah.
Have you done this kind of thing before?
No, it's a little new for me.
Okay, cool.
19.
On the nose.
Has it passed through this door?
No. No sign of magic anywhere.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do it on the other end.
Okay.
12.
There's a pretty girl that kind of distracts you while you're casting the spell.
Oh, okay.
She's going to die in a year and a half from her thing.
Hey, set your, get right.
Set your, get right.
With Jesus? What do you mean?
With whoever you feel the need to get right with.
You're creepy.
Yeah, and you don't have much time. So, believe me or not, it's up to you. It is what it is. Do I need to charm to get her to leave?
No. She's thoroughly not charmed. It's the opposite effect that happened.
Fair enough. I'm blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I go try it on the third door. Or on the employee entrance, because, 8.
You get blocked.
At the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some really important looking older person stops you and tells you you can't go in.
Okay.
You catch a whiff of something though.
A whiff?
A whiff.
Like I actually smell something.
Magical whiff.
Like a familiar scent or like a familiar magic?
It's very similar to the magic you noticed on the quad
Okay.
herbology garden.
Hey guys!
Don't yell in a library.
What's up?
Did I get their attention?
Yes, you got our attention.
Yeah, Raphael's making his way back downstairs.
If not, I can send the spider after everybody.
Nope. Nope.
Quin's coming downstairs with Raph.
Yeah. Raph, Quin coming downstairs. Argon is on the opposite side of the same floor as you.
And we all move over to you at the employee entrance.
The same magic that was used outside on the quad, I can feel it. Like, itching me. It's in this area.
So, you think the book is inside?
I don't know.
Is the old guy still standing there?
How do you know it's a guy?
Is the old person still standing there?
The older person? No, they've gone on.
Okay.
No. Oh.
Didn't see that one coming.
They talk to you and then they drop it.
Well, I can get one of us in there.
In where?
Into the employee section.
One of us plus you, or one of us?
No, just one of us. I only have enough potion for one.
What do you mean potion for what?
Turn you invisible or teleport you or both.
None of us have worked with the library.
It's funny.
You said worked in reference to Argon.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Aderick, do you want to go in there?
Adric.
Aderick.
Edric.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I trust any of you guys to.
I know they
I mean-
won't let you just walk in there. Alright, so I reach in my bag, I pull out both the visibility potion and teleportation potion.
Well, if you've got two, you could actually send two of us back there.
Okay, I mean, I was being teleport through so nobody sees the door opening.
I walk over and open the door and go through.
Go ahead and make me a flight roll.
Flight?
Flight.
Flight, okay.
With an L.
Because you're trying to get through here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the limit flavor I want.
Seven.
Sure.
No, to be fair.
To be fair.
You're doing magical searching.
And I look a little creepy.
I look like I belong everywhere. Because I do.
So you go in.
And I look around for a giant pumpkin.
Nope. Lots of shelves.
I go through and, look briefly. And then hook my head out the back door.
Is the back door wide enough for a pumpkin to go through?
No.
Is the employee entrance door wide enough for a pumpkin to go through?
Yes. So it's a lot of shelves where books are being stored. Some of the special collections are stored back there, like things that professors keep on hold. And not all of those are books. Some of them are sensitive items. Some of them are films. You don't let first-year students have their own hand of glory.
Let me have a hand of glory.
Oh, dear God.
I walk back out. There's no pumpkin in there.
Oh, good. I don't have to make more potion now.
It couldn't have gone out the back door unless it went in pieces.
We should go check the kitchens.
Kitchens of the library?
No. Of campus.
There are cooking.
Why would they have gone through the library?
I don't know why they would have gone through the library.
Did we check all the floors of the library?
But you said it went through here.
How many floors of the library are there?
I'm just saying that I can feel it back here.
You checked the first floor, you
And
checked
the
the second floor, but you didn't check the basement.
Okay. So let's go check the basement.
Where's the basement entrance?
In the employee section.
We were looking at everyone outside.
Raphael's going to try and walk back there.
Okay.
What am I rolling then for that?
Flight.
Flight?
All right.
Whoa. Well, that's not going to happen. A4.
Hey, roll again.
Hey, A4.
Okay.
An
roll
8.
I also
Oh,
rolled an 8.
Say 8. A 2.
Okay, so you got a 4, and a 2.
Mm-hmm.
10. I got a 10.
Succeed.
8.
Succeed.
8.
Succeed.
So we already walk in there.
Hey.
Okay, so we walk in. Go down
Yep.
the basement.
Basement has these nice wide steps.
Hey, look at that.
I searched the basement. With the 10.
Nope. Roll again.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 16.
You find a door with a padlock.
Wide enough?
Yes.
Alright, let's go get a teacher.
Do any of you know how to open the
this lock?
I mean,
So you're gonna
What kind of
tell the
padlock?
teacher that
someone stole the pumpkin and it's in the basement.
Is it in the basement?
We don't know.
how are you going to explain to the teacher that we found out that it was in the basement, that we just walked in?
We followed your magic seeking spell. And we do go to a magic school. It's not uncommon to
Is
follow
there-
a trail.
But we're not. We're now not where we're supposed to not be.
We just tell them that we
So
walked in.
what
They
else
need
is
to
in the
tighten up
basement besides this
security.
door?
There are books that are chained to the tables and to the
Okay.
shelves. There seems to be a distinct source of growling from some of them.
Okay. Are there any potion ingredients or chemicals anywhere?
Sounds like you're making a brains roll.
Yep.
You seem to be distracted by something.
Apparently.
The padlock's on this side of the door.
Correct. It's a big, thick wooden door with metal slats, like bars.
Castle door.
Yeah. Big, heavy padlock.
Is it
One
just
pick
one
of
door? Or
Yes,
is it
but it's big.
big door?
Like one that would slide, like a barn door.
Okay.
It says no admittance.
Can we see through the slats?
If you stand on your tiptoes.
I'll stand on my tiptoes. to
I
see
pull
through.
out my broom and float up some.
Hey! No tiptoes needed.
Yes, but can you get close enough to it with your broom?
Yeah, it turns sideways.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see through the bars.
Is there a pumpkin?
No. It's a hallway.
Big enough for a pumpkin.
Yes.
There's a hallway big enough for a pumpkin.
With doors on all the both sides.
Big enough for a pumpkin.
You keep asking the question. I feel like that's going to be the title of the episode.
Big enough for a pumpkin?
Too bad we don't usually title one shots.
It's a combination lock or a key lock?
Key lock.
Are there any keys hanging on either side of the door?
No.
Do we want to try to break it, or should we just go get somebody to open it up for us?
I mean, do you want to examine it magically or anything?
Yeah, do that. See if the pumpkin actually did come through here.
Is it unlocked?
The lock?
Yeah.
No.
We tried the doorknob.
Sometimes you haven't.
I'm going to, examine the lock magically to see if it's been tampered with magically.
Okay.
13.
Yes.
It has been.
Yes. This lock is actually attuned to a specific individual.
Oh, so there's only one person.
How is it attuned? Like by their aura?
Yes.
Intuitive. Do I recognize this aura?
Yes. It's the headmaster's.
Why would the headmaster steal a pumpkin?
The headmaster stole a pumpkin.
You can tell that there's an invasive aura. Let's just put it that way.
Do I recognize the invasive aura?
No.
Okay.
What are you rolling for finding the aura?
I am rolling a magic, so it's my brains plus a 4D.
Whenever you roll a magic score, you roll a d4 in addition to your standard thing. So if you want to magically break the lock off, you could use brawn to do that, or you could probably use grit.
Well, I'm going to try and magically see the aura. I don't have much brains, so.
Actually, don't use brains. For you,
For me,
you would use charm.
I would use charm.
Yes.
Because you know a lot of people.
Oh, sure.
You can
17?
Yes, congratulations, you did the math. You do recognize the aura. It's that girl,
Which girl?
Lunilla.
Lumilla. Ooh.
Lunilla Egworth.
Lumilla Egworth is thiever of the pumpkin.
Do we all know Lumilla?
Oh yeah.
What is her reputation?
Oh my god. She is so obsessed with the ball.
In a good way or in a bad way?
She
Like
wants
she's
to,
for the ball
she
or
wants
against
to
the ball?
save the ball.
She really wants to be on the committee. This is her 4th year Still not on the committee.
She could take my spot. I don't want to
She
be
could
there.
take any of our spots. Teachers won't
She
let her.
didn't come up in the committee lottery.
All right, Raffy's getting impatient. He's going to try and magically break the lock.
Are you going to use brawn?
Yes.
Okay.
13.
Would you like to spend
Yes.
2?
2. Ooh.
Yes.
By the rules, other people can spend to assist. So if you see him struggling, you can throw in.
Yes, because I have the charm to get us out of this.
All right, you managed to snap the lock that is coded Arad specifically to the headmaster, who can scry.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not alarmed to alert him or something.
No, it probably is.
But we were told to get the pumpkin, so
Robin told you.
it's Robin's fault. As the door
I'm okay
opens.
with that.
So you push the barn door open.
Yep.
And I go running down the hall.
Well, good job checking for wards.
I want to see how far down does the hallway go.
After a while, it feels like all the doors look the same.
Okay. Approximately how many doors have I passed?
About 35.
They all big enough for a pumpkin?
Some are big enough for pumpkins. Some are like size of a dormouse door.
Are any of them pumpkin shaped?
No.
Gotta ask in a world like this.
I mean, you can like look for clues if you want. You don't have to run recklessly down the
I
hall.
was trying to see if there's like another stairwell or something out the end or something.
Nope.
Or
But if I'm passing that many doors, it's a long hallway.
were there any footprints on the ground before he started barreling through?
Not that you could see because he went through pretty darn quick.
I did.
Okay.
Overeager little. Get back here.
It echoes.
Can I see the end of the hallway?
No.
Are there any scrapes or marks on the walls?
The big line of pumpkin juice.
Even around.
Even. Hey!
No. There's no there's no pumpkin juice on the walls.
That wasn't my question.
He said are these scrapes or marks?
I said any scrapes or marks, like scuff marks or...
No. There's no scuff marks on the walls. It's wide enough that it looks like it would just clear the walls.
Lunilla was being very
Eggworth.
Eggworthy. Careful.
Guys, there's no end to the hallway yet. Can they even see me yet?
Nope.
So that's why I'm shouting it. And what's the lighting situation like?
Him.
But there is some lights.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to sit down on the ground and pull a bottle of water out of my bag and a bowl. And I'm going to fill the bowl. And I am going to attempt to scry Vanilla Eggworth to see if I can see her location or any notable locations.
Okay.
And as he's doing that, Raffy's going to pull out his wand and cast a spell that he learned, Defense Against Malicious Magic. See if Ludmilla has tried to hide anything in this hallway.
9.
You sense that there is a door at the end of the hall with a sign on it. Somewhere at the far end of the hall.
I'm still going down, so.
Okay.
So would that be grit?
Even after I yell at you to come back?
Yeah, it would be streetwise, yeah.
Yeah. A 14.
Okay. You succeed. It seems like she was single-mindedly focused on keeping the pumpkin moving. So there's no traps or... If there had been, they probably would have been cleared by now.
Cleared. That's one way to put it. There's a door at the other end of the hall that we might want to check out. When you get to the door!
Which door?
You'll know it! Wait for us!
Okay. I keep going until I see a
Well,
door that looks especially different.
Raffy pulls in his bag, like, why not catch up with him? Pulls out his broom.
Okay. You jump on your brooms.
Yep.
Pew, take off down the hall. It's pretty easy to catch up with a running 11-year-old when you're riding on a broom.
Oh, no. Right on broom, maybe. Have you ever tried chasing an 11-year-old?
As they're going down the hallway, it's like, Raffy's like, who's got him? Nose goes.
No.
Aderick lost.
Okay.
So you catch up. Hall is still going.
A long haul.
Fine, you just see 2 brooms just like past you.
Get on. One of these brooms is going to be the death of you.
I climb on.
Take off.
Yep.
So as you catch up to them, they stop in front of a door. It's the only one with a sign on it.
What does the sign read?
Jack Heron's Folly.
Alright, somebody with a brain, tell me who Jack Heron is.
Some random guy's name on the door. I tried the doorknob. Is it unlocked?
Go ahead and roll me some grit.
Ooh. 3.
You go to grab the door knob, and it's like a static force pushes you back, and you hit against the brick wall behind you. And you're pretty winded from this.
Guys! It's trapped!
I want to dispel the malicious magic.
Okay.
Ooh. 8.
This is a masterful amount of malicious magic.
I think it's one of those things.
One of the tokens of doom.
I'm doomed.
So what happened when you touched it? You got knocked out?
It shocked me back across the hallway into the opposite wall.
And you try to dispel it, and it's above your class grade at this point.
Okay.
Unless I have a teleportation potion.
Good. Teleport yourself to the other side of this door.
Not knowing what's on the other side. That sounds like an underclassman move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he knows he's going to die by falling off of a broom.
Is there a window in this door?
No.
I say we try it. I'm pretty sure it won't be the death of you, so...
Okay.
You need a sign for this door now. Quin Bishop's Folly.
Alright, so I pull up my teleportation potion, and I drink it.
Okay. I think this is technically the furthest you have ever traveled with a teleportation
Through the doorway?
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's not just a doorway.
Oh, it's a portal.
You find yourself on another plane of existence.
Ooh. Okay, what do I see around me?
Giant pumpkin.
A lot of them.
All the
Oh, it's the land of the great pumpkin.
You see trees walking.
Trees walking, okay.
You see a Venus flytrap that looks like it's large enough to eat a school bus.
Okay.
What's this?
I know where he is.
A rustling, like maybe leaves rubbing against each other to make words, like in the wind.
Okay. Do I see a doorway?
Yes, because you're right on the other side of the door.
Okay. Is there a lock on this side?
No.
Can I open it from this side?
Go ahead and roll grit.
So what's that? That's
Are you serious?
6?
Don't forget your D4.
Oh, yeah. 18.
Sure. As you pull open the door to dive through, a vine is wrapped around your foot. You're going to have to claw your way out.
Well, when I open the door, wait, does the door open on their side?
Yes.
Nope.
So you see an 11-year-old open a door, and he falls on the ground, and there's vines wrapped around his feet, and it seems to be trying to pull him in.
I could have been wrong. I reach and grab for his hands.
Minus disappearance.
Are you trying to work magic?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, and this is definitely not prepared.
I've got cool under pressure.
Okay.
And I don't have to have my wand to do this, because my perk is handy.
So, what skill would you like to use?
Well, I would like to use fight.
Well, you are fighting.
You're
I think
fighting.
that's valid.
Yeah, I think that's valid.
Well, I have +4. 13 was not enough.
All right, who's next?
I'm grabbing for his hands to try to, pull him through.
Okay.
And I'm using fight because,
Right.
we're fighting. 8, 10.
You're able to grab a hold of him.
I'm going to magically try to cut the vines
Okay.
at his feet.
Fight.
Much better.
Well,
22, 24.
All right. So you manage to cut the vines, and they recoil, making a hissing noise. And then more vines start shooting out of the doorway.
Do we go back out the doorway and shut the door? We can get back in if we do that.
What do you mean? I didn't enter the door.
No, I don't think any of us did. I think
Oh.
you were diving out.
I was opening it and I got falls on my face.
And
I
you were
grabbed his
pulling him?
hands.
Yeah.
So someone not doing anything should do some work and shut the door.
All right,
That
fine.
Sounds like a Braun roll to me.
Braun.
Oh.
Will.
Here you go, bud. Enjoy that.
Stuck.
Okay, as we're trying to close the door, I look through. I see the vines coming, of course.
Yes.
Do I see a big pumpkin?
No.
Okay. I want to help close the door.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
I appreciate how these fly like candy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I just gave you a whole stockpile of them back.
I know.
I mean, because if can we all roll together to help
Yeah.
close the door?
Sure.
So Braun.
Braun.
Hey, look, I got a 6.
Hey, look, I got a 1.
Another 6.
I got a 10. Okay.
Are we adding these all together, or are we?
I don't know
I thought we were adding them all together.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
he got a 6. You got a 10.
what that which is the
Yeah,
highest of the
3.
10. So
Yeah.
1.
That's 20. That'll be.
Because it only explodes if
That
you
would be-
haven't reached the target yet.
yeah, that's what I was asking.
As the door is closing, again, being very intuitive.
Okay.
Who's Jack Heron?
Jack Heron is a former student.
Do we know anything about Jack Heron other than a former student?
Not at the moment.
I'm gonna say it as the door shuts. Happy's gonna say, Jack Heron's an idiot.
I got the door open at least.
Good job, Jack.
And that's all we know.
Correct.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and stop the episode here. But thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.